Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our grade 6 coding class for today, 24 July 2020. I hope everybody had a wonderful evening and that you guys are ready for the day. Today, our focus will be until loops. So we are introducing another kind of loop, until, but it is very similar to what we've done or what we've done over the last couple of days. We've actually looked at quite a few different kinds of loops, while and repeat, until, goal. So these are quite similar to those, just a little different because we will be working with pictures that are coded in as well. But it actually takes us back a little bit. It starts out massively so that we can just practice in the concept. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Mike. I also just want to welcome you to our class today. Okay, guys, so just a few things to remember quickly. Just some class rules that we've put in. Please, no bad language, talk in a respectful manner, no private messaging, and then chat on content-specific information. And then also just raise your hand if you want to ask something. Otherwise, just ask in the chat box. But I know that you guys are all great and we haven't had any problems. So, and then just a reminder as well, learners will be removed from lessons if disruptive. That's just something to keep in mind. But you guys have been awesome and we've been having fun. So let's get going. What are our objectives for today? It is to build programs with the understanding of multiple strategies to implement conditionals. And then also just to translate spoken language conditional statements and loops into a program. Okay. Let's quickly look at some of our vocabulary words, and you guys can see there are pictures of Angry Birds and Plants vs. Zombies. Our code today is in a maze, and we will hop between some Angry Bird puzzles and some Plants vs. Zombie puzzles. Okay, coding. What is coding? Coding or programming is the process of creating instructions for computers using a programming language. And I'm going to ask again quickly, type for me in the chat box. I want to see if you guys can remember, what language are we using on Codeorg? What language, coding language, are we using on Codeorg? Let's see who can tell me. And then while I wait for you guys to answer that, there we go, sequencing. Sequencing is the process of combining things in a particular order. And we've noticed that that is very important. Otherwise, our code runs into some errors, or we don't reach our goal or objectives. Okay, so and I don't see the correct answer yet in my chat box. The coding language that we are using here is called Blockly. And then underneath Blockly, in each block, there is some Java roots code written in. So you can always go and look at the Java code as well. So we are actually, if you go and look at the Java code as well, there are two coding languages that you can familiarize yourself with. So Blockly and JavaScript. A condition Those are the ones that we just saw in our objectives. What is a condition? A condition is a statement that a program checks to see if it is true or false. If it is true, an action is taken, otherwise it is ignored. And then a loop. We've been dealing with loops quite a bit lately. And then, like I said, today we're introducing until loops again, the action of doing something over and over again. And then there we go, the until command, a command that tells you to do something to the point that something becomes true. Okay, so we will do something until that command becomes true. So tell you, walk until you see, walk in a straight line until you see a blue car. So you will continue doing that until that command becomes true. Only then will you, then I said, once you see a blue car, jump up and down 5 times. So you will walk down the road until you see a blue car. And once you see a blue car, only then will you jump up and down 5 times. Okay, guys, and what is the purpose of our lesson? This is just to build on our knowledge of loops, and we have been dealing with loops quite a bit. Remember, we've got the while loops, we've got the value loops, so there are quite a few that we've done already. So this is just to build on our knowledge by adding until conditionals. By pairing these concepts together, we will be able to explore the potential of creating complex and innovative programs. So that's nice to know that that is our objective. Now here, guys, this is our puzzle from yesterday. I gave that to you as a homework challenge. We started all the way down here. And as you can see, I reached my little squid. You had to reach the squid. And if we look, it was actually pretty easy. They gave us 9 blocks, but look here, I solved it in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Solved the puzzle in 5 blocks. Oh, we were standing on the outside over here. So if we look at my code, we repeat until goal, and our goal was to reach the squid. What did we have to do? We moved forward. If standing on a sea lantern, turn right. So we kept moving forward, and once we've reached the sea lantern, we would turn right. And fortunately for us, on all the corners, there were sea lanterns. So I just swam in a nice square. Sea lantern there, turned right, came down, sea lantern here, one more. There's the last sea lantern, turned right, and then there we go. I found my squid. So unfortunately, no digital chocolates for anybody today. I didn't receive the puzzles. So I just put my answer on up there for you guys. Okay, guys, so I think, this is just the loop that we will be looking at today, our repeat until. And see, it's almost still the same, the repeat until goal. Yesterday's just had a value, a word here. And today we've just got some images. Okay, so repeat until conditional blocks. The code in a repeat until conditional block runs until a goal is met. If the goal is not met, it will continue to try and achieve this goal. So here we can see our goal is the little sunflower in the corner over here. So we are going to repeat something until we reach the sunflower. Okay, so guys, what we can do is we can go through to Codeorg. If you guys give me a moment, I am going to switch between screens, and then I will share the link, and then we can all go and have some fun on Codeorg. So here we go. There we go, until loops in maze. And remember, once you guys are in, please just let me know in or I'm here. so that I know that everybody is ready so that we can start. There we go, guys. There's your code. You can click on that, and then it will take you through to the puzzle. And we're going to start out nice and easy again, just so that we can practice. So you'll see we don't have the until loop. We are just practicing our previous loop that we used, while path ahead. So it's just to get into the groove again. And I think on puzzle number 3, they'll start introducing the until. So if you guys are ready, just let me know I'm in, and then we can start looking at our puzzles. I'm going to read the instructions in the meantime and check my toolbox. So those are 2 important aspects that we shouldn't forget. So firstly, get the angry bird to the pig. Don't worry, I see some students are joining us now. Let me quickly paste the link again. There we go. Get the angry bird to the pig. And then let's check our toolbox. What tools do we have available? We have a move command, turn command, and then our repeat block that we have a fixed value, or we can assign a fixed value to, and then while path ahead. Letokule is in. Now remember, guys, you can either use one of 2 ways to solve this puzzle. Because we know the distance our angry bird is going to travel. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this way, 1, 2, 3, 4. And also this way, 1, 2, 3, 4. We could assign a normal loop with a value of 4. Okay, and what are we going to do? Is we are going to move forward, and then we are going to turn. We're going to move forward 4 times, and then we are going to turn left. And we can repeat all that 3 times. Adeline said she's in. Great stuff. So we could either do it this way, and we can check it if it works. There we go. We're going to run it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn left. Okay. So we know that that works. Another way we could have done it, remember, it doesn't matter if you guys do it in a different way than I do. It's as long as we practice, that's all that matters. Okay. So otherwise, we could also have used the while path ahead. While there is a path, what are we going to do? We are going to move forward. At the end of that path, we are going to turn left. So let's quickly take that away, put that in. And I'm going to have to put, because if we just run that, you'll see while path ahead, it will only, there we go. Now it's just searching, and then it will stop there. So that's also going to work. Now I also just have to repeat that 3 times. There we go. So we can put these 2 next to each other. You'll see 2 different kinds of loops that I've used. I used the while loop, and I just used the normal repeat a number of times loop. So it doesn't matter which one you do or which one you use, as long as you get to your objective, your goal, that is okay. So I'm going to throw this one away. I'm going to leave that one there, and I'll run it again so we can get to puzzle number 2. There we go. Great stuff. Okay, guys, so here with puzzle number 2, you can quickly watch that video. It will just explain some more things about repeat until blocks. And this is Chris. He's an NBA All-Star, and he used to code in college. So he will talk about his perspective from playing basketball, how he repeated, or if you, in day-to-day life, how even in our lives we kind of implement if conditionals and repeated loops or until. So he will give you a nice example of that. I'm going to move on to the next puzzle. It's a little slow today. I've seen that they did make some changes on Codeorg, so I wonder if that's the reason, because the last couple of days it has been a little slow, and some of the puzzles have been, or some of the lessons have been switched around. So I'm wondering if they are not working on it, and it's created a few bugs, but I'm sure they'll be able to sort that out. Okay, guys, so let's look at our code down here. I want everybody to tell me A, B, C, or if you don't know, D. Take a look at the code below. What do you think will happen when you click run? The bird will not move at all. The bird will make it to the pig, and the bird will move forward and run into the TNT. Okay, so let's look at the code before we decide. Repeat until the pig. What do we do? While path ahead, do move forward and turn left. So that's very similar to the one we just did. Yes, I also agree. The bird will reach the pig. There we go. I think Adeline and Sisabile gave us the answers as well. Great stuff. So let's quickly select B and run. There we go, all the way through. And then I see I have a hand up. I'm not sure. Let's see, where's that hand now? Oh, one day. Okay. Okay, I wonder, I've unmuted you. How are you?
I'm fine, sir.
Okay,
Please send me the link.
Okay. Remember, okay, I'm going to send it to you. There we go. I'm just quickly changing that. There we go. Okay, there we go, guys. The link is in the chat box. So there we go. Okay, guys, so let's look at our next puzzle. Get the bird to the pig. Remember what I always say, let's start at one point or let's just get our first action going. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? So we have a move forward and we have a turn right. So we only have move forwards and turn rights and a repeat. What will be our first movement? We're going to move forward. And we are going to turn right. And you can check your code step by step if you want to. Let's check it. Step, there we go, that's fine. Turn right, there we go. That's everything works perfectly so far. And what are we going to do next? We are going to move forward and we are going to turn left. Okay, so there we go. Let's run that. Perfect. So now we can see that I am just one step down from where I was, facing in the same direction. Now I can see it's just a little staircase all the way down. So yes, Adeline said we are going to repeat. Okay, move right, move left. There we go. Move, turn right, move, turn left. And now all we have to do is we're going to repeat that, because it's, again, if you didn't pick up the pattern, if we looked at the code, what would have been our next move? It would have been, again, move forward, turn right, move forward, turn left. And then you might have picked up, look at that. If I put it next to each other, it's the same actions are being performed. So I'm going to repeat all of those, and I only have to repeat until, I'm going to repeat it until I receive, or until I reach the little pig. So over and over again, I will do the same thing. Move forward, turn right, move forward, turn left. Okay? And even if that pig was 500 steps down, my code would run it all the way to the end. So let's reset and run, see what happens. There we go. There we go. All the way to the end. So even if we didn't know the amount of steps downward, my little angry bird would have hopped all the way down, right onto the little pig. I almost sang the song. Or said the, what is it? It's not a song, it's a little phrase. Okay, guys, so here we can actually spot, look at that. There's a whole bunch of steps again. So we will repeat what we did in the previous puzzle. We start out by just completing the first steps. Okay, what do we need to do? But first, let's see what our objective is. Dear person, me zombie, me hungry, must get sunflower. Can you get the zombie to the sunflower using only the blocks that are available? Okay, and the blocks that they've given us, let's look at our toolbox. Move forward, turn right, turn left, while path ahead, repeat until flower, and if path to the left, if, so we have got an if statement as well. So we've got Kia, we've got Kia, let's see, move forward and turn left. There we go. So that would be our first step. Move forward and turn left. Move forward and turn left. Then we can always run it and check. There we go. Move forward, turn left. That's perfect. And then what are we going to do again? And we also, Kia also said, let's use the if path block. So remember, you have to tell me how you want to use the if path block, and I'm going to show everybody. So do you want me to put the if path ahead block first at the bottom? Do you want me to put it inside? Everything inside. If path ahead, move forward. No, move forward and turn right. Okay, so I think maybe Kit tested that. So, but we can try it. If path ahead, what do we do? Move forward. The only thing here is there are different directions that we are turning in. Okay, so let's see quickly what else we have. If path to the left. So we can maybe put that inside. So while path ahead, I'm just going to see some different options that are available to us. Because the first thing that we could have done is, like we did in the previous one, move forward and turn left, and then move forward and turn right. Move forward and turn right. Now we could have done that, and we could have put that all in the repeat until flower, because all we're going to do is repeat the move forward, turn left, move forward, turn right. So let's quickly reset and check, see if that works. There we go. So that would have worked by just using that. Okay, so that is perfect. Let's just quickly, for interest, in case say yes, like that, sir. Okay, great. Now let's quickly just see if we could have done it any other way. Just playing around with it a little bit. Let's see if I'm going to put this on the side over here, because that's right. We will still be using that to move on to the puzzle. So let's see, yes, if there's a path ahead, if path ahead, move forward, and then we can, while path ahead, move forward. We could have also put in if path to left. What are we going to do? Turn left. But we should also say if path to right, because there's not just a left turn, there's also a right turn. So let's do that. If path to the right, what are we going to do? We are going to turn right. So it's going to check both conditions. If there's a path to the left, it will turn left. If there's a path to the right, it will turn right. Luckily, our path doesn't branch off into different directions. It's just one path. So maybe this will work as well. So we might have to repeat that a couple of times. Look at that. Our zombie is looking left, right, up, and down. So that also works. The while path ahead, and then he will move. And then if there's a turn left, he will do it. If there's a turn right, he'll do it. And look at that. We managed to complete our puzzle using two different sets of code. Okay, yes, the one is a little bit longer, but remember, we are always exploring to see if we can find different ways to solve puzzles. And look at that, two totally different ways of solving it. This one we used our if conditionals, and here we just repeat it until a certain set of moves until we reached our goal. Okay, great. So let me just switch the two around. I'm going to I'll just put that one on the side. I'm going to put that one over there. I'm going to reset and run, and then we can move to puzzle number 6. And I see Adeline has managed to go all the way to puzzle 7 already. Well done. And Letokule is finished. Okay, great stuff, guys. So puzzle number 7, oh no, puzzle number 6. I think we're puzzle number, yes, puzzle number 6. Use the if block to help the zombie to decide when to turn. Then get the zombie to the sunflower. Okay, so here, what are we going to do? Or what do we need to do? We just need to move forward and left. Now, there are different ways of doing that as well. While path ahead, move forward, repeat until sunflower. We noticed in the previous one, we solved it in 2 different ways. But seeing that we are in lesson 15 that says until loops, I'm going to use my until loop. I'm not going to use my, or maybe I'll even use the while mode. We will see what will happen. So repeat until sunflower. What am I going to repeat? I am going to repeat move forward, but I also have to turn. So I'm just going to put in, and they tell us in the instructions, use an if block. So move forward. If there's a path to the left, what am I going to do? I'm going to turn left. So remember, we could have used the while path like we did in the previous puzzle, but seeing that we are on until loops, let's practice our until loops. And here we go, 5 blocks needed, and we only used 5. So move forward, if path to the left, turn left. Let's run it and see if that works. There we go. And even if our sunflower was hidden all the way down here, it would still have worked because when our zombie would have reached this crossroad over here, he would have turned left and left again and found our sunflower. So let's move to puzzle number 7. And I think that's a nice one. Or puzzle number 8 is quite a nice one. Okay, no, this is just in a different angle. So again, guys, what are we going to do? Instructions: help the zombie get to the sunflower, and we will use our until loops again. So until, repeat until sunflower, and let's see, I'm going to let you guys tell me in the chat, what am I going to do next? What am I going to do over and over again until I reach the sunflower? What am I going to do? Which actions am I going to? And remember, Adeline, I'm not going to use, we said, yes, either one could have worked, but I'm not going to use the while path ahead right now, because remember that was from our while loops. I just want to use until. Because it's our until lesson, let's use the until loop. It's the same. While there's a path, keep doing this. Now this one also, we'll repeat it until we get to our sunflower. So the loops, and like I showed in puzzle number 5, either one, we could have used it. Okay, and I saw Jocelyn just joined us. So I'm just going to share the puzzle again. Because remember, guys, our objectives for this lesson, for our lessons today, were to use the until loops with conditionals. So we know that our if statements are our conditional statements, and then let's repeat until. So what are we going to repeat until we're going to move forward? That's always most of the time, it's our first step, just to get moving in a certain direction. Let's move forward. Now I see if I'm going to turn left, I'm going to run into problems here. If I move down and I turn left, I'm going to run into problems here. So I don't want to turn left, but I actually want to turn left. I haven't seen what happens. My zombie runs into one of those plants. I will see quickly. And once I look, then you can quickly fix. I'm just interested to see what will happen. Ah, he just appears. Okay. Nothing strange happens. It's just he disappears. So I take it the plant eats him. It will eat you. Get it? It will eat him. Okay. I just thought maybe it would look a little funny. Oh, look at that! If you look inside the flower's mouth, you can see there's a hand sticking out. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Okay, so let's reset and code. Let's change it. If path to the right, turn right. Okay, guys, so yes, that code will also work, because we see if there's a path to the right, we will turn right. And then there's a path to the right here. So I think all of this is all we need to run all the way to the end. And look at that. Our little zombie is switching path right. And there we go. All the way to the end. Okay, so guys, what are we going to do here? Let's just straight away use our until loop. So now I want you guys to tell me, what am I going to do? What am I going to do to get my zombie all the way to my sunflower? What's my first step? And remember, my zombie is already facing in an upward direction. So what am I going to do? What is my first step? Move forward. There we go. We're just going to move forward. And we will... Now, unfortunately, if we just put move forward, I want to show you what will happen. Because now, with an until loop, until goal, our code will run forever if we don't reach our goal. So if I just run that, you will see, even if I hit the top of the path, my zombie only has one thing on his mind, and that is to move forward. Move forward. And he will do that because our code will repeat until we reach a sunflower. So there's a bit of a bug there, and he will keep hitting the wall over and over again because all we tell him to do is to move forward. So yes, then we are going to, are we just going to turn left? I'm sure we should be able to just turn left. Let's see what happens if we just turn left. Let's run it. There we go. Now remember, we can't just put turn left because now it only checks for one condition. So we've given it two commands. We said move forward. So he is only going to move forward once and then turn left inside. We've got to put that inside. So only we want our zombie to move forward as long as there is a path for him to move. Okay, so we could have used the while path ahead, move forward, and then turn left. That would also work. But to use one block less, so let's see, let's do that. While there's a path ahead, move forward. And only once there isn't a path left, then only he will turn left. Okay, so we could have used that, and we could have used the if path. We could have used any one of those two. So our while loop, while path ahead, turn left, or if path to the left, turn left. Otherwise, our zombie will move forward. So we can test both. Let's quickly run this. There we go. Turn left. But there's a path. Now turn left. There we go. So our while loop works. Perfect. Or if we wanted to change that to our if conditional, I'm sure that will work as well. So only if there's a path to the left. Let's throw the while and let's reset and run. Now look, our zombie is searching to the left. There we go. Perfect. There we go. And Kia also said, sir, if path to the left. So we just saw now the while loop worked and the if conditional worked. So either way, we reached our goal. Okay, now we have a challenge puzzle. Now our challenge puzzles are normally a little bit more difficult. So let's see what we can do. Now look at that. Okay. Our little flower is all the way here. So what are we going to do to reach this flower? What are we going to do to reach the flower? Now this is quite interesting. So who of you managed to solve this already? If you spot what you need to do, don't worry if you use more than 9 blocks. It is a tricky one if you don't notice it at first. But if you play, even the first time I coded this one, I used more blocks than I needed to. I eventually saw what I need to do to actually make this puzzle in less than 9 blocks or 9 blocks. So who of you, I can even, if any of you want to explain it to us, then I see Kia's got hand up. So maybe I'm going to unmute if they're willing to explain it to us. Hi, Kia. How are you?
I left my
Oh, yes. How are you, Kia? Oh, I think Kia dropped off right there. I think the signal was a little bad. I can't hear Kia anymore. Okay, guys, it doesn't matter. I'm quickly, or what I will do, let me just quickly see what is on puzzle number 10. I want to see which one I want to give to you as a homework challenge. Okay, puzzle number 10 is a bit easier, but let's see. Now, I'm quickly going to do this one with you, and I want to show you, because, and then you guys can do puzzle 10 for me as homework, okay? And I see we don't have much time, so I'm going to just do it on my side. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to turn around, because we can't go that way, so we have to go this way. Okay, so we're going to turn, and remember, if we want to turn around, we have to turn 2 times. 2 times to make a 180-degree turn. And remember, we can test it at any time. There we go. I'm facing in the right direction. I am going to move forward. And then I am going to turn right again. There we go. Already 5 blocks used just by performing the turning around. And there we go. Now here is where the nice loop comes in if you did spot it. Because yes, there's a right here. And you might have wanted to take that. So what are we going to do? So a nice thing we can do is while path ahead, we're not even going to try and turn right here. While path ahead, what are we going to do? We are going to move forward. Because if you spot it, once we are at the end of the while path ahead, only then am I going to turn left. And I hope you guys see what I'm going to do. I'm going to run all the way past, hit this side, turn left, then I only have turn left, and I will reach my sunflower. So now all I have to do is I have to repeat that. So I'm going to put that in there, and look at that. I only have 9 blocks. Repeat until sunflower. While path ahead, move forward and turn left. So let's quickly reset and see if that works. There we go. While path ahead. There we go. I'm just going to go straight down. Yes, you could have written code just to turn. So I just found that this one was the easiest, because then we just have the same code inside our while. I'm going to show you again. There we go. Inside until sunflower. So while path ahead, move forward if there isn't a path, or if there's a path, then turn left. We could have used it. There's a couple. I've actually solved this in 3, I think maybe in 4 different ways. So play around. What I want you to do, see if you can solve it in other ways and send it to me, guys. So I am quickly going to go to my slideshow again so I can show you my email address. Oh, and a nice quote from Sirkin Lilac. He says every programmer is an author, and I agree with him totally. So guys, there's my email address, mgeldenes81. Send me your puzzles, please, 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 please. I'm asking so nicely. And then I will see you guys on Monday. Yes, I'm so glad it's Monday. Enjoy your weekend, and then I'll see you same time, same place. Bye-bye, guys.